What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It is Ryan, and we are back with another NBA video. As of now, we have hit 4 straight free plays in a row. I was saying in yesterday's video, we haven't hit 4 in a row in quite a long time, but I'm pretty hyped, and we're going to continue to ride this wave. Hopefully, we can hit 5 straight on the videos. So, depending on what app you have used, either 5 straight or 4 straight, either not 2 or 3 straight. So, regardless, we are absolutely hot right now. I highly recommend you stay tuned for this video. All I need is about 1 minute of your time before I start the video. This is my Discord. We've been building it for a long time. I highly recommend you join in here. We got a lot of guys sharing their wins, sharing their bets, a lot of cool stuff happening in here. And I have my VIP in here. Yesterday in VIP, we went 2 for 5. We cashed out on this. We early cashed out on this Giannis play for about 1.2 units. We missed this one by 0.5. Derek White had 10 assists plus rebounds. He had 11 and it got stat corrected. Pretty bad beat. And then Kawhi finished with 23 points. This one right here was regardless just a bad beat. But we broke even on the night again. So nothing too bad, nothing too good. We're going to look to continue that. So if you want to get in the VIP, you can join for completely free here. I have my free plan that gets you access to the Discord. But if not, you can join my VIP for less, or you can get 1 week for completely free with promo code 1 week, or you may get 70% off your first package using code Let's Win. That works for anything. If you want to use code Let's Win on the year and never have to worry about VIP again, code Let's Win gets you it for $120. That's actually a crazy deal. I haven't done it on that. Let's Win. You'll get a day. You'll get a day for $3. Let's see how much you can get a week for. Should be around $6. Something around there, $6. There you go. So if you guys want that link will be in my bio. I'm super excited to keep pumping out for VIP. We are cooking, and the free plays are cooking as well. This was our free play from yesterday. You can see here, hit with ease. Garland had 10, and then he managed to score another one. So you would have hit the normal line too. At 11.5, so nothing too crazy there, but I really like that play considering he was supposed to start and he didn't even start, so made it a little bit sweatier, but we hit that pretty easy, and KD was on fire. I'm surprised it was that close of a game against the Wizards, 15.5. The Wizards will definitely give you a run for your money, so I did like that KD play, knowing that the game would be somewhat competitive the whole time. It got pretty chippy, so that game was pretty solid. Now let's get to it. We had an alt line here, but it wasn't really an alt line. It was off by 1 point, so 27.5 is what it opened at. We have Tyler Hero over 27.5 PRA. Yes, looking at this, there's a lot of red and green. But over his last 10 games, he's averaging 27.5. Over his last 30 games, he's averaging 31.7. On this season, he's averaging 28. Head-to-head, you can see here. Head-to-head in his last, he's hit this in 6 of his last 7 versus the Nets, averaging just over 33.5 per game. You can see the Nets, pretty solid defense, but over the last 7, they've been giving up 34 PRA to opposing shooting guards. And tonight, there's a lot of injuries that I don't see Tyler Hero really going under with these injuries. You can see here, 13-point spread. I don't think the Heat are that good for the spread to be 13. I think it's going to be pretty competitive. Hero's back to starting. You can see here, Hero is back to starting. At shooting guard, Davion Mitchell questionable. Norman Powell is questionable as well. So those games should be kind of, you can see here, games without. That really doesn't matter too much. But the Norman Powell one, I'm a little bit more, drops a lot more high-scoring games than Norman Powell out. So I really do like that play, to be honest with you. They're pretty solid team for shooting. I do think the game will be tighter than the spread again. Playing about 30 minutes over his last 5 games. He's playing about 27. He's back off that minute restriction. I expect to see him kind of shine against the Nets, kind of get back in his groove. So I really do expect this play to hit for us for not much of a sweat, I would say. So yeah, 27 minutes, about 19 points per game, 3.4. And like I said, if there's no Norman Powell, obviously he's going to get more usage. No Davion Mitchell, obviously he's going to get more assist usage, and all of that. So I really do like this play. I think this play is more of the free one tonight. And then before I say the final pick, you guys need to make sure you're locking these in on Chalkboard. That is why you are able to cash 4 straight plays. If you're using Chalkboard, you'll get the same lines as me. It will be so worth it. You'll get a $100 welcome bonus, daily pack openings that include like profit boosts, player boosts, points boost, assist boost, stuff like that. And if you send it to me using code FFMI, you'll get my VIP for a month completely free. And like I'm saying, we are still up on the month. We are in a slump. You could say we're in a slump right now, just going break even. But yeah, so that happens to everyone, but on the month we are still up. We are looking forward to having a great March. I highly recommend you guys get in there. You can get in there for free. So many ways. Get in there for cheap. So many different ways. So I try and make it as affordable for all of you. So I highly recommend you get in that VIP and on Chalkboard. And for the last play, we had Brandon Ingram at 25.5 points. I don't know how they let us get away with this line. You can see here he's playing the shooting guard tonight. Which on the season the Knicks are bottom 5 in, giving up 35 PRA total per game to opposing shooting guards, and they're trending downwards. Over the last 15 games, they're ranked 26th, giving up about 36 PRA. Same with the last 7 games. So you can see here, favorable matchup for rebounds and assists as well. And Ingram is pretty solid with his rebounds and assists, and he can also score very well. I think 25.5 is very, very low, considering he can probably get about 9 to 10 RA tonight. 8.5 is what his line set at. I think you can get about 9 to 10 RA. And there's not much value we lose getting that 25.5. So the matchup you see here, it's a 2-point spread. It's going to be a competitive game. It is in New York. That 3 ball, he loves shooting that 3 around that perimeter. That should be pretty opened up for him. And he loves his middies. So I do think that it's a very solid play. Obviously, right here, it doesn't look so great, but 27, 32, 27, 20, 19, 15, 15, 19, 28. Like, these guys are playing pretty solid. And there's not many injuries that we need to be aware of. But he's hit this in 6 of his last 7 as well against the Knicks, averaging over 32 points or 32 PRA per game. I do think this is just a solid play. 35 minutes per game against the Knicks, averaging 34. I think he'll play around that mark. And with that being said, I think this should be a pretty free play. No injuries except for CMB that we need to worry about, but that doesn't affect Brandon Ingram. So I do think this is that free play that we're going to smack out on. Here it is right here. About 1.83x, basically the same as yesterday. We're looking to cash on these around 2x plays. If we're missing, it's probably about $60 off of a full unit back. So not much, basically a full unit back every time. So make sure you like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe on these videos. I have not missed a day except for the other day for my grandpa's 98th birthday, which obviously I wanted to be there, so I didn't post a free pick for that on the YouTube, but I posted one in Discord, but you didn't really miss much. So like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.